You're at your job, and every hour, somebody drops this many Ben Franklins right in front of you, every single hour. You love your salary, but you hate your job. That's what we're talking about today. I'm gonna share with you my example of what we call golden handcuffs. I'm gonna let you know my story of how I got out of golden handcuffs, along with 3 tips that if you're yourself in these golden handcuffs, how you can actually break free and become happy, because you deserve it. Stay tuned. Well, what's up, my friends? It is Bob. I'm back again with another video. On this channel, I help people crush debt, build wealth, and live their ultimate sweet life. So if you're into personal finance and building wealth and getting rid of debt, subscribe today to become a sweet lifer yourself. Okay, let's get right to the video. It was quite a few years ago, quite a while ago actually, I found myself in a job. I got a career that I'm like, hey, this pays really well. And I was blown away when they hired me. I'm like, this is so exciting. The money was just amazing. But I quickly discovered how bloody boring the job was. Oh my God, guys. I would sit there hours upon hours. I mean, it just wasn't my passion. Now, some people may enjoy this type of career, but for me, was not my thing. I hated it. It got to a point where I celebrated Fridays. Like seriously, like around 3 o'clock every Friday, it felt like the sun was coming up and life was good once again. But then Sunday, right around 8 p.m., that sun went down very quick, because guess what the next day was? Oh yeah, Monday. Oh, it was terrible. And like I worked 9 to 6 Monday through Friday. I absolutely dreaded it. It got to a point where I started feeling depressed. Like I just couldn't get through the day. It just felt like I was literally selling my soul to the devil to work here. But man, the money was good. I was able to do great things with the family. All was good. No, it wasn't, because I hated my life. Are you in this position? Like, are you at this video and you're trying to learn about golden handcuffs? Well, that, my friend, is the definition of it. Golden handcuffs is where you're in a career or a job and they're offering you a great salary, or maybe you have great stock options or a retirement benefit or something of that nature, where you'll leave that all behind if you really want to find your happiness. But you don't want to leave all that behind because the money's really good, but at the same time, my friend, you're trapped into bondage because you're on the golden handcuffs. Enough was enough for me. I couldn't handle it anymore. I wanted to find my passion. I wanted to find my happiness. I had to do something to get out of the trap. Along came that day where I decided to take the plunge, found a career that I love. And in order to go there, I had to take a $10,000 per year pay cut. Maybe you're facing the same thing. Well, I'm gonna give you 3 tips on how you can break yourself out of the golden handcuffs and move forward to a career and a life that makes you happy. So here are my 3 tips, guys. The first thing that I had to do, because there was a point in time where I said, okay, I gotta get out. I don't care about the money anymore, I gotta get out of here. The first thing I did, tip number 1, list down all of your payments. Look at your budget. So look at all your monthly expenses, your mortgage, electric, water, all the things that keep things going. Now, if you make a lot of money, you're gonna have to have that breaking point where you say, you know, if you're part of a special club or you drive a luxury car on a lease or whatever that is, you may have to get rid of some of those things in order to find your happiness. Because if you do have to take a pay cut in finding the career that you love, you're gonna have to get rid of some of those luxury items. I listed out all of my different payments and I said, okay, knowing what the average of the career I love pays, I need to understand what it's gonna take to get to that point. How can I pay everything correctly, still be feeling good, and afford the pay cut? So that's tip number 1, is list that out and have a vision and an understanding of what it's gonna take financially to do that. Tip number 2, in the review of tip 1, if there's any debt there, if you have student loan debt, you have credit card debt, anything like that, you now need to figure out how to get out of debt, because debt is bondage. And if you can get rid of some of that debt, that will break you free quicker of the golden handcuffs, because you're not going to be trapped into having to pay all this crap anymore. So what I actually did is I started using that as motivation. So in my golden handcuffs job, I took the extra money and I started throwing it toward the debt. And I started finding some motivation behind that. Even though I was still depressed throughout the week, the job just killed me. I now have a vision and a path, and I see the light at the end of the tunnel. I'm gonna be out of this jail very soon. So literally take as much money as you can and pay off your debt. Because if you can get out of that crap, then you can balance how much money you make much, much easier. Now let's move on to tip number 3. Now tip number 3 is to finally break free. Drop the job, get the career that you like, and scale up. So what I mean by that is, let's say your job does just like mine, you gotta take yourself a $10,000 pay cut in order to go there. Get there and scale up. Learn, understand, and take advantage of any type of career opportunity that they provide, or what does it take to get promoted in the job and the career that you like, and scale up to that. There's two cool things that happen here. First of all, you're much happier now. Now that you are in the career and you're no longer locked up in the golden handcuffs, you're gonna find yourself much more happier, so therefore you'll be able to really kind of push it, get excited about the fact that you can do something that you're passionate and fulfilled with. So theoretically, people are gonna look at you and be like, wow, that person's really on point. They seem happy in their job, they like their job, they seem like an asset to us. Maybe we should promote them. If there's special skills that need to happen, maybe invest into that. Find ways to get the skills so that you can position yourself in your dream job to continue to get promoted. And before you know it, you may look back and realize, hey, I took a pay cut, but now I'm actually making more than I did in the Golden Handcuffs job. It can happen. And that's what you need to focus on today. Those 3 tips. Golden handcuffs are not healthy. I seriously was massively sad every single day. And if you're finding yourself in the same trap, and if you're at your job now watching this video because you're trying to waste time, because you're just bored, oh, I did it too. But I want to hopefully give you some motivation to break free. You can do it. And guess what happens when you follow your passion, you follow your happiness and your career that you deserve? You're gonna live your sweet life. And that is what this channel is all about, guys, the Sweet Life Money channel. It's about living your desired sweet life. And in order to do that, you gotta get yourself out of that crap. Get yourself out of the bondage. It was tough. It was tough for me to do it. It was tough for me to look a $10,000 pay cut in the eye. But I'll tell you today, guys, I've never been happier. It's allowed me to do other things too, like these YouTube videos. These things are exciting to me. I was able to scale up in other ways too, not just in the career that I like, but also I'm now able to do YouTube videos. I'm now able to do various side hustles that bring in extra income. I'm well above now what I was back in those days. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button right now and make sure you subscribe for more awesome personal finance videos coming right here to the Sweet Life Money channel. Other than that, as always, have an awesome day. Live your sweet life, and we'll see you next time.